Hey, this is Zorte from the editing room. Just a quick note before the episode starts. Unique Ultimate Ironman Episode 3 has been completed and will be uploaded next week. So that is coming if you're waiting for that. Thank you for your patience, and please enjoy Episode 2 of the No Bag Ultimate Ironman. Welcome back to more No Looting Bag Ultimate Ironman content. In the previous episode, we did some agility to round out 70 agility and earn some GP. Got myself 55 crafting in order to make a Ring of Wealth, freed up quite a bit of inventory space, and did some questing to progress some early game stats and unlock some things that we're going to need for the end game quests that we're working towards. So this episode, I think I'm going to continue on with that, potentially upgrade my super noob Clanks gauntlets, but let's go ahead and get right into it. I do want to upgrade my noob gloves, but one of the things that I noticed is that I have not done the tourist trap yet, and that is a requirement for Desert Treasure, which is on my to-do list. So I'm thinking that I'll go ahead and knock that out because it gives a couple experience lamps that total like 9k experience, and you can use it in either agility, smithing, fletching, and maybe thieving is the fourth one. But I'm definitely going to use mine towards smithing because that's a really hard one to train early game in Ultimate Ironman, but it's one that's going to be super important for where we want to go, specifically for Song of the Elves because that requires 70 smithing. So even though I have a whole bunch of stuff that I want to tackle right now, I think we're going to start with Tourist Trap. And there is the Tourist Trap done, and I'm going to very carefully select the option here for smithing. And there's 35. Another smithing. 436. That gets me close to 40, which is important for something, but to be honest with you, I completely forgot why that's important. I'm sure I'll remember right after I finish this clip. Recipe for Disaster has been officially started. There's the very first RFD subquest done, and with that, we should get... 22? I need 25. Okay, back to the drawing board. Need a few more farming levels, and we will be able to start Garden of Tranquility. I needed to wait for my patches to grow, so I knocked out Fishing Contest. I was going to do the Giant Dwarf, but as an Ironman, I need 55 mining, and I only have 50, so I guess I have some iron power mining in my future. There's 55 mining, and now I can do the Giant Dwarf. There is the Giant Dwarf done. That was a really annoying quest with limited inventory spaces, but we got her done. Regicide is up next because I decided I'm going to complete it so that I can hopefully finish this clue since I need to do Regicide anyway. But a part of Regicide requires certain types of gloves, and I'm not sure if Clanks gauntlets will work or not. And since I really don't want to have to go all the way back to the forest if they don't, I'm going to drop the gauntlets for now, and they will be replaced with the graceful gloves. Hopefully that'll give me some extra incentive to knock out the Recipe for Disaster gloves, but yeah, that's what we're working on right now. So hurts a little bit to do this, but I really need inventory spaces for Regicide, and these death runes, although I've been stacking them up, I think I need to get rid of them at this point. It's just part of, a no looting bag Ultimate Ironman. Space is at such a premium that you really have to make hard decisions sometimes and get rid of absolutely everything that might not be totally essential to what you're doing at that moment in time. So going to go ahead and sell these to Mr. Ali Morsane. Alright, turns out I probably didn't need to sell the death runes, but I definitely needed some extra food because I tried to go through the underground pass, and the path that Quest Helper showed me was completely wrong, so I ended up taking a ton of damage. So restocked on some food, swapped out the coal for that, and we're going to go give it another go. Let me pass. Thank you. Come on, baby. All right. Once could just be luck, but only a true master of agility could pass a tripwire twice in a row. Yeah. Oh. I'm going to edit that out. I need more inventory space, so I'm going to death pile here. I do have these barrels of coal tar, which I checked the death interface, and it says that they should not be destroyed on death. If they are, then I'm going to cry because that means I literally have to do everything that I've already done for this quest all over again. So we're going to cross our fingers that these show up on the ground in a minute. Here we are. Let's take a look at the pile here, but looks promising. So we've got the 2 barrels, then quicklime and the sulfur. Awesome. I think everything managed to stay on the ground. So going to grab my pickaxe here, make my way over to the mine to grab some coal, and then we will loop back to grab what we need to head over to the chemist house. Dude, this part always makes me so nervous because if you mess up, you have to repeat a whole bunch of stuff. So let's hope that it goes okay this time. Oh no. Okay. Dude, nah. Okay, there we go. Oh. Okay, now what do I do? Exit? Oh, I got it. Okay. I feel like I did not deserve it for that performance. I'm going to try to do this one more time because we also need one of these for Morning's End Part 1. Alright, we have got ourselves 2 barrels, so we should be set for Morning's End Part 1 as well. That was as scary as I expected it to be, but went better than expected. If you think UIM rocks, please leave a like and a subscription. It really helps me grow my channel. I'm running out of ways to beg for likes and subs, guys. Please help me out. After quite a long trek, Regicide is completed. As I mentioned, that's one of my least favorite quests in the game, so very happy to have that out of the way. I think with this barrel that I need for Morning's End Part 1, probably going to go ahead and just knock out Roving Elves and then Morning's End Part 1. Kind of have to do that when you're an Ultimate Iron Man. Like, if you've got something you're hanging on to and you want to get rid of it, need to stick with the same thing for a while. So that's the plan for now, but definitely happy to have Regicide completed. So this is a bit awkward, but I realize that I may have screwed up. The items that I need for this clue scroll are a Rune Halberd, Rune Plate Body, and Amulet of Strength. And I knocked out Regicide so I could buy the Rune Halberd, which you see I have in my inventory right now. And then I was planning on just making an Amulet of Strength because I have the crafting level, and the Rune Plate Body just buying from Oziak. However, I have not done Dragon Slayer, and I really don't want to do Dragon Slayer just to complete this clue, even if it does mean that I can finish the hard clue, because it'll ruin my Slayer stuff. So that means that I wasted a bit of GP buying this Rune Halberd. As you can see, I purchased it for 83k, only Alex for 40. That's unfortunate. But I'm going to have to drop the hard clue. It wasn't a waste because I need to do Regicide for Song of the Elves anyway, but yeah, that is a bit unfortunate to realize that at this point. Okay, this clip has nothing to do with this account progression at all, but I did want to show it because I was quickly walking through this area. This is the Barbarian outpost slash, fishing area here. If you are a YouTuber or you're ever trying to make YouTube thumbnail for RuneScape and you need a green screen, you can stand on this tile right here. And then if you go into RuneLight, I'm just going to turn off my ground tile marker so you don't see this here. You can zoom in all the way, and this actually makes a very good green screen for your character. So you can take a screenshot here, and then if you plug it into a image background remover, it'll easily be able to detect the green, and then it'll cut out just a really nice picture of your character. That's how I've done some of my thumbnails in the past. Not sure if anyone cares about that, but thought I'd mention since I was walking past the tile. There's Waterfall quest all finished up. Now on to the next quest in the questing marathon. Roving Elves has been completed, and I am going to take the bow, because this will be useful for something that we're going to do very soon. No spoilers yet. But there's the quest completed, and next I'm going to take on Morning's End Part 1. Okay, slight change of plans. Looks like we need Big Chompy Bird Hunting and Sheep Herder, which a lot of people really hate, but I never seem to mind it. So we're going to do those 2 quests first, and then we'll do Morning's End Part 1. Big Chompy Bird Hunting completed, and on to Sheep Herder. That wraps up Sheep Herder, and now we can move on to Morning's End Part 1. It turns out for Morning's End Part 1, I need some magic logs, and that presents a little bit of a problem for me because I do not have 75 wood cutting to chop them right now, and the other means of collecting them aren't necessarily the easiest things in the world. I could go to Wintertodt right now and probably get some without too much trouble, but since I need to get 70 anyway, I think I'll knock out the 70 requirement, and then when I do go to Wintertodt to try to get the logs, it'll be that much easier. So I suppose I'm going to deposit some of the things in my POH and gear up for a little bit of woodcutting. Gonna need something a little bit better than the typical steel axe that I use. So we're going to purchase a rune axe for, oh, this is a little bit overpriced if you ask me, my friend, but 41k. All right, we'll do it. And that'll get us to 70 just a little bit faster. So I'm going to make my way over to the tree by Castle Wars, although I'm on recharge right now for the mini games. So I'm going to slowly make my way over to the tree by Castle Wars, and we're going to get to chopping. The Castle Wars teak was full in basically every single world that I hopped to, so I made my way over to the Soul Isle where Soul Wars is added, and there's actually some teaks here that are right next to each other, so it's a better woodcutting spot, and it's less busy. I think with Group Ironman being released, it's just getting flooded with people, but that's fine because I wouldn't have found this better spot anyway. And with that, since I've got a bit of a grind ahead of me to get to 70, I think I'll end the episode here. Thank you very much for watching episode 2. If you enjoyed, please be sure to leave a like. And if you're not subscribed but you're interested in UIM content, either this series, seeing some incredibly cool, unique Ultimate Ironman accounts, or other UIM countdown, be sure to drop that sub. And I will catch you guys in the next episode or video. Thanks for watching. Take it easy.